Hello Taurus, and welcome to your Triple Cross reading for the month of November 2017. You can use this reading for your sun, moon, or rising signs, and some months you might identify more with your rising or moon sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your signs, please check those videos out for more clarity at this time. Also, keep in mind that these are general readings, so there might be some messages that resonate more than others, and that's normal because there's lots of Tauruses out there in the YouTube community. All right, with all that said, let's begin your reading. So down the center, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Crossing or supporting that, we have the Knight of Swords, and this is a crossing card. I'll explain why in a second. So this month promises you lots of newness and freshness, new beginnings when it comes to love. And love could be romantic love, could be friendship or family. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it could be a new job, a new enterprise, or even money. And what's important here is that you keep yourself open. It's important that you go out and socialize and that you don't try to control the outcomes of these new opportunities before you. It's important that you trust in the divine timing and that the universe is wise and that things happen when they're supposed to happen. So don't try to control things. Let things unfold naturally. Now, in your root area, we have the Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Justice card. So we have here, again, a new love offering. And this could be, again, when it comes to romance or friendship, etc. And this could be with a person from the water element, such as a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or it could also be a Libra, because we have here the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is an air sign, and Libra is an air sign, and this is a representation of Libra in the major arcana. So the cards here are reiterating that you need to make sure that you're not trying to control things, to let things happen as they should, and that's the Hanged Man. He has the wiseness to not act, to just observe and have a higher perspective when they, or in your case you, allow for things to unfold naturally. And some of you dealing with a battle of sorts. It could be a legal battle, or it could just be a fight with someone from the water element, like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And if it's not those signs, it's someone that's being very, very emotional. And the good thing here is that it's gonna come out in your favor later on. And it will be seen from a different perspective as well. It's important, though, that this month you try to be as just and as fair as you can with all of the people that you know and love. And once again, that you open up your heart and that you become vulnerable to those that you do love and that you do trust. And you might be surprised here knowing how these people reciprocate your feelings. Now, in the recent past, we have the Five of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So this could be read two ways. You could have had a differing of opinion, some issue with your colleagues at work or university if you're a student. When it comes to, ideas, especially creative ideas, or when it comes to money. If that's not applicable to you, you could have had, once again, a fight or an argument when it comes to your finances, but with your family or a close-knit group of friends, and this could be also be brothers or sisters. Now, make sure that, because we do have here that the justice is in your favor, it's in your reading, that you are the one that sets the example, and that you are the one that tries to be fair, and that one that tries to be just. Now, crowning your reading, we have the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. So you could be feeling a little bit exhausted emotionally and energetically. It's gonna, once again, I think the theme here is to keep yourself open, because you could be missing out on an opportunity or losing something that is of value to you, like a belonging, like an object. So be careful, because in the Rider-Waite, the traditional Rider-Waite deck, we see a man that's looking at the three things that he has, so much so that he misses an opportunity that the universe is trying to offer him, a fourth cup. So he's unable to see outside of this very narrow scope of the things that he has currently. So you could be missing something here. So try to keep your eyes open, try to keep your heart open, heart, because we're dealing with cups, and cups are emotions. Now, the good thing is that this month your communication is going to be heightened. Verbal communication and written communication, your written word. So try to use this to your advantage when it comes to trying to communicate or having difficult conversations with bosses, people at work, or with family members, because you're going to be able to tackle those. Now, for some of you dealing, and once again, with this air sign, with this Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra that we see here, you could be feeling a little bit closed off or exhausted energetically towards them, or vice versa. Now, in your future position, we have the Seven of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Three of Swords. All right, so halfway through the month, it's important that you deal with anything relating to your health. Make sure that you have a medical checkup if you need it, especially when it comes to your heart, blood work. Just make sure that your health is in check, and make sure that you take control of your time and have like better time management, really, because the Seven of Cups is a bit of a disorganized emotions. That's pretty much what it is. You might feel overwhelmed emotionally because of it. So if you keep a hold and a track of your time, like write things down, make lists, stick to your schedule, you might be able to combat this. And for the Tauruses out there dealing with a fire sign such as an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, make sure that you are able to pinpoint what it is that this person is truly bringing into your life, because there is, like I said, emotional confusion here, and there could be a sense of feeling let down by this person in its worst way. It could really be a betrayal of sorts. So if it's not those signs, this person could just be someone that's very magnetic, charismatic, very, very brilliant. But make sure that you protect your heart above all. Now, in your ego position, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Judgment card. So if there has been a betrayal of sorts, it's going to be crucial that you let this person go. You're going to be closing the door on these people and working on yourself, and that is a beautiful thing. There's a new sense of renewed sense of self, of new beginnings, and of having a clear blank slate on your life. So utilize these energies in the third week to make sure that you make once again, lists is coming to mind of new goals, things that you want to set for yourself to reach. What is it that you want to achieve? And if I combine it with the energies here, it could be focusing on yourself when it comes to your health. So that could come in the form of going to the gym more often, having a healthier diet. For some of you, because this is a fire element, could be travel. Like if that's something that makes you feel good, because this is a card of having a healthy self-esteem and feeling good about yourself, then, make that a priority. You want to travel. Or it could also be, because we're dealing with energy, of meditating to feel more grounded. And whatever it is, it could just be something that makes you feel good and renewed. With the Judgment card here. That's beautiful. So now in your environment, we have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. So there's a lot of queens here. So some of you will definitely be dealing with a very feminine energy. And this could be a mother, a grandmother, a sister, or some female friends that are trying to control you in some sort of way, because they're exerting their opinions in a very assertive or aggressive way, and their intentions are good, but it's just good to know that there's a feminine energy that is going to try to control your actions or your thoughts. Now, some of you could also be dealing with two friends or two people that you might have to act a little bit as a referee, if you will, because these two people want to be right at all costs. So the cards are suggesting that you just act as Switzerland and just be neutral. Be a neutral party. Don't get involved in other people's fights. Just try to make sure that these people are just and fair with whatever it is that they're dealing with, but don't meddle. Now, in your hopes and fears area, we have the Six of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ten of Wands. So, we could read this in two ways. As wishes, this could be a wish to let go of the past, to have more control over your time, over your ideas, and that which you wish to complete, because this is a 10, and 10s in the tarot signify completions. Now, as fears, this could be a fear of somebody that's older than you that tries to control you. Simply, if it's not somebody that's older, or a male, because it is an emperor, it could just be someone that's quite controlling over your time, over your resources and your ideas, and they're trying to suck out the energy out of you. But these are just wishes. They're not in your actual reading, they're in your hopes and fears. So for you to not feel this way and to be able to let go of the past, because this person could be bringing up the past a lot for you, just try to make sure that you give this person limits on the things that you will tolerate, that you will do, and the things that you cannot or will not do. Now, as the outcome for the month of November, we have the Hermit, the Moon card, and we have the Four of Wands. So there's something important here that I want to address, is that there's going to be a full moon in the 12th degree of your sign. It's going to happen on November 4th. But by the end of the month, you're going to be able to see the fruits of this full moon. You're going to be able to begin to see it or see it to completion. And it's going to touch upon your family life, because we have the Four of Wands here. And this could also be your love life, especially if you are married, or with friendships that are long-term friendships, because that's the Four. It's like there's been already a lot of effort into these friendships. Now, these connections are going to be spiritualized, and they're going to be even more solidified by the end of the month. That's awesome. I'm happy for you guys. Now, if you are a single Taurus, I have good news because these new offerings could definitely take hold. It could have longer legs if you wish for them to blossom. Once again, we do have two fours here that connect very strongly, and they are asking for you to open up. So if you are looking for that special someone, it's possible here that it's going to be a very spiritual connection, a very emotional connection that has longer legs. For some of you, it might take 4 months, because we have a 4 here, or by the end of the month. So I'm hoping that you open up if that's something that you wish to have in your life. All right, Taurus, that's the end of your reading. I hope that this has been of help to you. If you feel like it has, you can support my channel by subscribing or giving me a thumbs up. I'd like to thank you for visiting my channel, and I'd like to give an extra special thanks to all of my subscribers and to all the people that leave me comments in all my videos. I do read them all, even if I'm unable to respond. And honestly, I am so very thankful to all the subscribers that sent me positive messages as I was healing, as I was dealing with a lot of health issues that I've had. First of all, I lost my voice, and then I had an accident that left me with the inability to walk, as I hurt my foot, I hurt my leg, I hurt my hands, and my arm, and I had mobility issues with my neck. So that's why it took me a couple of months to come back. But reading those messages really gave me the strength that I needed to come back and do these readings, readings for free here in the YouTube community. So I'd like to thank you so much for those. All right, Taurus, I'm wishing you a very blessed month, and I'll see you guys in December. Bye-bye.